Good morning, Hafa Day. Welcome to another one of my ride-alongs. So it is a cloudy Wednesday. Happy hump day. But we, as in my husband, is actually joining me today, are out here multi-apping. I have all my apps on. I've got Spark, Instacart, Uber Eats, DoorDash, and even Grubhub. And hoping to just try and get as many offers as we can while we're out here for the first part of our shift, which is what we consider to be our day or even lunch shift, working from 10 something to about 2 something before moving on to our dinner shift. But we've been out here for about an hour. Oh, looks like there's something coming in on DoorDash. Nope, this isn't something that I would take, only because it is for $8.75 for 9.7 miles. So I am declining that, and I've lost yet another point on my DoorDash, because that was actually the second offer that I declined with them. But not too long after we started, after I turned on Uber Eats, let's see, the very first one that we were hit with was 8.6 miles for $15.41. So that was really cool. Being in the low 20s, I think I'm sitting at 21, 22. I didn't think I would still be getting offers like this, so that was pretty cool. It was, as you see with the pickup video for Jason's Deli, it was 3 big bags full of food. So they left me a nice little tip with that one there. And then I got a couple of smaller offers, and then the next one that we accepted was still with Uber Eats, 2.7 miles for $7.28. And we were able to knock that out pretty quickly because we were parked not far from Starbucks. And we knew a little shortcut to get to the apartment complex of where the drop-off was, so the amount of time that it said it would take was actually cut by like 3 or 4 minutes. So that was pretty cool. But now we are just waiting. We are back to a waiting game in hopes to try and get more good offers out there so we can make this money. Wish us luck. Okay, so I'm in about 3 hours into this shift. We did take about a 15-20 minute break to have our lunch. So really it's closer to 2.5 hours of working time. And in that time, we've gotten a couple of offers on Uber Eats, DoorDash, and I even got one on Grubhub. Actually, and at one point, right before we did take our lunch, I had a small offer on DoorDash for McDonald's because we were pretty much right there, and at the same time that offer came in, I got an offer on Grubhub that was also for McDonald's, so pretty much heading in the same direction. So I was like, okay, I can do that. I can stack a DoorDash and a Grubhub offer on the same pickup. But of course, when I get to the actual location of the McDonald's, come to find out that the Grubhub offer was for a different McDonald's that was about 5 minutes down the road. So I was still able to go ahead and make the pickup and drop off for the DoorDash offer before heading to the pickup at Grubhub. And then once we did that, I had turned Uber Eats off, and well, I did the pickup and drop off for DoorDash and Grubhub. And when I did, at first it was showing that there was some connection issue with saying that there was no network connection on Uber Eats, and I thought maybe it might have been just a glitch, because I noticed how the amount that was showing for what I've done so far today with Uber Eats was way more than I thought that was supposed to be on there. So I thought it was just a glitch, until I finally looked at the earnings activity, and the very first offer that I had picked up on Uber Eats, which was for Jason's Deli, and it had those 3 large bags. Well, when I had dropped off the food, the gentleman did say that he'd left a nice tip on the app, and I was figuring, well, it did at that time. I knew it was a nice tip because it was at least $11, $12 that he left on the app. But that's not what he meant, because in total, the customer actually tipped $49.58. So I was actually rather shocked. I mean, to date, this month does make it 1 year since I started doing Uber Eats, and that is my largest tip to date. So yeah, that was pretty cool. It's made our day. It brought up our hourly rate to much higher than originally anticipating, being that it wasn't too bad of a day already. So that was really cool. That was really cool. To you large tippers out there, you just don't know how you make us gig drivers, how it makes our day. I mean, anywhere, any industry where tipping is involved, especially whether it's in a restaurant or like us, you know, with gig drivers. It just makes our day when we see an exceptionally large tip on there for the work we've done. So that was really awesome. If you've gotten a large tip, I would like to know, what is your largest tip so far? If you don't mind sharing that, leave a comment below and let me know. Okay, so we are right now on our dinner shift, but this is actually just going to be the closing video for the lunch shift that we ended about 3 hours ago. It is now 5 o'clock, and I've got all the apps on that I can. There's nothing showing for DoorDash, so I don't have that one on. But not too long after I turned Uber Eats on, there was a couple of offers that came through that were less than $1 a mile. So I didn't even take screenshots of those. But this one came in. It was the third offer, and it's for 5.7 miles. It's a double pickup at Kyoto Asian restaurant, which we're here right now. But it's for $18.10. So this is a great start to this dinner shift. I love picking up from this restaurant. I'm hoping that it already seems like it's going to be a good tip order. But more times than not, I do get additional tips from customers who order from here. I don't know why that is. So that's been pretty cool. But to end how it was for the first part of the day, we for doing 3 hours, well, closer to 2.5, it was maybe like 2:40, 2:45, something like that. 2 hours and 45 minutes, because we did take a small lunch break. We did about $84, so that was really cool to see that we averaged about $28 an hour. It's been way too long since we pulled off something like that, so I'm hoping for our dinner shift that we'll get lucky again. But thanks so much for watching my videos, for joining me on my ride-alongs to see what happens, if anything interesting happens, like what happened today with my biggest tip yet. So that was really, really cool. But until next time, to all my fellow gig drivers, whether you're driving or not, stay safe out there, stay vigilant, and see you next time. Adios for now.